TJ Holmes elucidates how he and Amy Robach handle disagreements in their relationship. TJ Holmes talked about how he dealt with disagreements in the relationship. Amy Robach claimed that she was always meeting in order to Maniela Kenya. The host of Good Morning America is expected to be reticent since the end of the previous year. They always bring up one other person in a serious way, and their relationship becomes the main focus of their own podcast. TJ Holmes stated that she Kelluar after being agitated. In the first podcast episode, Amy and TJ Holmes bluntly told the listener that their relationship with Robach was not always as strong as it seemed because they were often arguing. Daya Mingatek and Bawa Daya Memeriksa and Tuk Maniela Kenya Dan Menembak and Bawa Daya Tetap Pasif Dalim Kasis Separati Idu. Saya is not a strict person, neither am I, and I am not doing anything at all. I'm not aggressive and I'm not menentang. I don't know what to do, but I'll get back to you, the 46-year-old said in the Rakyat podcast. It's not necessary for you to be a muff. I don't need you in order to help you. We must take responsibility for it and work to improve so that we can use it more quickly. Holmes continued by saying that, should Robach be in danger, his requests for help would normally be denied within 24 hours, making him appear gila. On the other hand, Robach expressed his desire for her to be freed from the routine of penjasekan, which usually lasts for 48 hours. Tidek du haria paling, said the other. It's better for me that she bent me up than that she bakukan me for 2 days, said the speaker. It seems to me that I don't understand what needs to be said, what needs to be done, or what they are thinking. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes confirmed that they are now preparing to get married. It has been a year since the scandal of the missing passport. Regarding whether the start of the menuju will mark the end of their time, Robach stated that this is still evolving. We don't make this connection to be gloomy or something like, Mary Kita Lihat Payang Terjadi. We cherish this relationship because we want to live our lives together. Thus, do we have law or not? If so, do you understand it? If not, do you understand this symbol? But they weren't too upset about the rincana because the experience had taught them that marriage wasn't just something that could happen any old time. We've already gotten married twice, so this isn't something that's terribly rotten, added Robach. I can understand that, but I would like to wish them a happy and harmonious life. It is in the meja. It is in the meja. Then Holmes softly stated that she wanted to marry Robach because she had her consuring. Wenita Baruja 50 Tahan Sebagai Pakarnya. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach were referred to as Mara regarding their Manton's breaking point. A few weeks later, Hulaman Anam reported that Robach and Holmes were Mara because their Manton became Tarancap when they launched their joint podcast under the same name. Prior to that, Holmes was married to Mara Lee Fiebig, and Robach got married to Andrew Shue. Marika is really very beautiful. Makes them want to launch their biggest podcast yet, a listener said, while another said that the two of them need to discuss this story because they still want to be informed. Other people said at that time that Robach Perkaya Mantanyam and Koba Menkuri Perhashinya, and Yak and Daya Melikukanya Berdapatan Dengan podcast debutnya. Subsequently, claim Robach was surrounded by a group of people next to Shue. People say that Shue's Prabati upbringing made it difficult for him to balance Robach. These two had already dispelled rumors about their relationship. When will we be able to determine a few good podcast work habits? However, in spite of this, Holmes and Robach used it as a tool to clarify a number of ambiguities regarding their relationship, including the fact that they began to develop a relationship at a time when they were still somewhat infatuated with each other. Untuk lebi jelasnya, kami terdeteksi setting menjulan hubungan, tapi semua orang mengira kami terdeteksi sebagai pezina, bawa kami selin kadari pasangan kami, padahal sebenarnya tidak. Karena yang ane pada hari foto and I diambil dan pada hari article and I diderbitkan, kami berdua setting menjalani proses perserayan pada saat itu. Robach also states that they have a public duty to protect their child and their family. The speaker said, but we think we have a time limit, and we think we have a right to privacy, but maybe it's just bado bado.